Bob Toth. On 26 June 2018, it was an unusual night again for Corey Kluber, as the right-hander was unable to make it through 2 innings in the shortest start of his major league career on Tuesday night, giving up the first 6 runs in an 11-2 loss by the Cleveland Indians to the street. Cardinals from Busch Stadium. From the jump, something appeared to be off with Kluber as he struggled with early command, missing spots and landing in the middle of the zone and higher. He could not protect an early 2-run lead put up by his offense in the first inning, giving up 2 home runs and 6 runs in total while getting the hook after just an inning and 2/3 of work. It marked a disappointing end result for Cleveland, which dropped to 43-35 on the year as the road woes continued for the Tribe. They are just 16-22 away from Progressive Field this season. Things started promising for the Indians, who jumped out to an early 2-0 lead against 2-time All-Star right-hander Carlos Martinez. The 26-year-old hurler, who has battled some command issues all season long, needed 31 pitches to get through the frame. Francisco Lindor won a 6-pitch battle to lead off the game, driving a 3-2 single to center. Michael Brantley walked on 6 pitches and Jose Ramirez worked the 3rd straight full count to open the game, but flied to center as Lindor moved to 3rd. Yonder Alonso fouled off 5 pitches, with the latter being retrieved behind the plate by catcher Yadier Molina for the 2nd out. With the inning hanging in the balance, Lonnie Chisenhil jumped on the first pitch and singled to center, scoring Lindor with the game's first run. 2 pitches later, Jason Kipnis singled through the shift to right, bringing home Brantley from second to make it 2-0 before Yan Gomes struck out swinging. Carpenter, Dilip Viswanath, Getty Images. Kluber saw that lead shrink on the first batter of the home half. Matt Carpenter, hot off of a 3-hit game on Monday night, caught a curveball and drove it over the wall in right. Kluber would strike out a pair and work around a 1-out single by Jose Martinez, but minimized the damage in a long first. The Cardinals starter settled down in the second, striking out the first 2 batters, but the same would not be said for Kluber, who continued to live up in the zone. The first 3 Cardinals batters reached on a single, a walk, and a second single to load the bases for the first time against Kluber this season. Kluber's counterpart of all people tied the game at 2 with a sacrifice fly to center, and Carpenter gave them a lead with an RBI single to right. Tommy Pham flied to center for the 2nd out, but with runners on the corners, J. Martinez blasted the game-breaking 3-run homer to left center while knocking Kluber out of the 6-2 game. With a big lead, Martinez walked a tightrope in the 3rd. Brantley singled to start the inning, and after a flyout by Ramirez, Alonso singled to right. But with a prime scoring opportunity at hand, Chisenhil struck out and Kipnis flied out to strand a pair. Dan Otero allowed 2 more Cardinals runs in the 3rd in his 2nd inning of work. After getting the first 2 outs on grounders to short, Harrison Bader legged out an infield single and Colton Wong made it an 8-2 contest with a 2-run shot to right. Molina added a run in the 4th against Josh Tomlin with a bases-loaded sacrifice fly. Marcell Ozuna made it 10-2 in the 6th against Tomlin with a single as Carpenter scored on an error by Brantley. Carpenter factored in the final run as well, hitting his 2nd homer of the game off of George Cantos in the bottom of the 8th. After the Tribe's brief scoring threat in the 3rd, they would be kept off of the bases. Martinez retired the side in the 4th and 5th before a 1-out single by Chisenhil in the 6th. He responded to the base runner with back-to-back strikeouts. Brett Cecil worked a quick 7th in relief, Greg Holland handled the 8th, and Mike Mayers pitched a perfect 9th as the Cardinals retired the final 11 Indians hitters in order and 20 of 21. Wong, Dilip Viswanath, Getty Images. The Cardinals moved to 42-36 on the year and remain 4 games behind Milwaukee and a game and a half in back of Chicago in the NL Central, as all 3 teams were victorious on Tuesday. Kluber's start was his shortest since May 31, 2013, when he left his start against the Tampa Bay Rays after a rain delay. He was dealt his fourth loss of the year, charged with 6 runs on 6 hits with a walk and 2 strikeouts in an inning and 2/3. Martinez was able to survive the early damage and heavy pitch count to last 6 innings in a quality start. He was charged with 2 runs on 6 hits with a walk and 8 strikeouts. The bullpen fired 3 perfect innings behind him, striking out 1. Carpenter was at the heart of the attack for the Cardinals, as he went to perfect 5 for 5 at the plate to improve to 8 for 9 in the series. He fell just a triple short of the cycle in a big day, hitting his 14th and 15th homers, driving in 3, and scoring 5 times, nearly single-handedly outperforming the entire Tribe lineup. For the second straight night, the game was held up at the outset by a significant rain delay. The Indians will try to avoid the sweep on Wednesday night in the series finale with the Cardinals. Rookie Shane Bieber, 2-0, 2.45. Eric will take on right-hander Jack Flaherty, 3-2, 2.50. Bieber is coming off of a career-best performance, allowing just 4 hits over 7 scoreless innings in his second win of the year. The 22-year-old Flaherty, who has been tough to hit all season long, is coming off of an unfortunate no decision against Milwaukee his last time out, giving up just 1 7th-inning homer while striking out a career-best tying 13 batters. First pitch is scheduled for 8:15 p.m. Eastern Time. Photo, Philip Visvanat, Getty Images.